Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. Fandom, fun, funny.
Join the Nerdy Girls podcast.
All right. Boop, boop, choo, pow, 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 ping, ping, boop, 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 boop. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all.
Yeah, copyright.
Wait, what's the?
Oh, no. Choo, 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 ching, 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 ching. It's Christmas on the Kind of Nerdy Girls.
In January.
We're celebrating Christmas in January because it's a pandemic.
We have no concept of time anymore. Nope, none whatsoever.
Woo, choo, choo, choo. Joining us today on the special Christmas in January, it's Gamer Katie. Please, everybody, tell us when I call, going backwards a little bit,
Go on.
when I call on you, the your favorite role that Chris Evans has ever had. Go.
Ooh. Oh God.
You're the worst. I knew it.
What was that really bad movie? Push? Something really
Push
horrible?
was so
I'm gonna pick a
good.
bad
It
movie on
wasn't
purpose.
bad.
'Cause everybody's gonna say
Push
Chris
was
Evans
so
in
good.
anything Avengers / Marvel / whatever, and I feel like that's a cop out. So I'm gonna pick the bad movie. That one.
Push was not bad.
Push was a good movie.
It was bad and I didn't
What are you
like it.
talking
No,
about?
it was good. I think
I
it was
love it.
ahead of its time.
Same.
I'm
I
gonna
would agree.
say
Push.
no.
Okay, well, Katie, we all agree with each other.
Or that rom com
Once
one, but I
again-
can't remember what that
Or
one
someone
was
that's
either.
never seen
Which
Push.
one?
I don't.
Oh my God,
Don't.
it's so good.
Wait, is that the one with Dakota Fanning?
Yes.
No, yeah.
The weird like memory thing. And,
Okay, that
That
was
was
okay.
great.
Yeah, that was okay.
I loved
Yeah,
it.
we watched it during the 12 days of Christmas,
In
Christmas.
which
You-
will
you know
come
I'm
back in
normally-
July.
I'm normally Team Katie, but
It's the only thing I can think of, and
Hey,
I'm gonna
guys,
go with
focus.
it. I'm gonna commit.
I'm still introducing people.
Oh,
Boop,
sorry.
shoo, 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 pow, 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 ping, ping, poo, poo. Wah. She'll be telling us what's got her weeping coming up. It's producer Johna.
Hello. Well, I guess I can't say Captain America because
It's a
Katie
cop out.
just called me out like that. So then I will say
When
Ransom.
did Katie start running this show?
We all know who's really in
Katie, are
charge
you going to
here.
edit the show? Are
mean,
you
I
going to do
could.
all the social media
I
for the
might.
show? Are
No.
you going to do the? Yeah.
She said no to the social
We all know
media.
who's really the mastermind behind the show.
It's
It
Patrick.
ain't me.
It's
Yeah.
Patrick.
It ain't me.
We know it.
It's really not.
All right, Johnny. Yes, anyone
Um,
but Captain America.
Anyone but Captain America. Okay, then I will say Ransom Drysdale from Knives Out.
All right, thank you.
Or the guy, whatever his character's name was in Push, even though he died. Not Push. What was that movie?
Spoiler alert.
Puncture.
Oh, man.
That movie that Tia made me watch called Puncture that I sobbed at and can't stop thinking about. And it's been like 6 months since I watched it.
You're
Oh, yeah, that
welcome.
was a rough
I
one.
forgot the obvious one.
Oh yeah.
I can't go back now. Sorry. Go on.
It's okay. When we get back around, you can do a redo, Katie. All right. Woo, choo, 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 choo. Pow, pow, pow. Ping. Wow. She's back. Wow. 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 Wow.
She's
From
not sick of us
Geek
yet.
Vibes Nation. Wow. Tia's back on the show.
Woo-woo.
Woo woo.
Okay.
Hi. I will say that my favorite Chris Evans role is as Mike Weiss from Puncture.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Really quick, a fun fact. Johna and I at the beginning of the pandemic did like a review for Push, like a throwback. And this is and like I swear this isn't a flex because it was literally at the beginning of the pandemic when we were doing it on like our phones and everything. And it's literally the highest viewed on our like YouTube page. And it's a movie that's like 14 years old. I don't understand. Like every time I look, it's like more
'Cause
people,
it's
more
good.
people.
It's good.
So,
It's a good
so apparently,
movie.
Katie, there's at
Mm.
least 74,000 people out there who enjoy
know
this
what?
Disagree
movie.
with me? Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
go
about
watch
right.
that.
And
about
I,
right.
I do remember Tia during the pandemic, and I will say, let's flex
Back in
And-
my day.
and take credit between the 12 days of Christmas, where we encourage people to watch Chris Evans movies they may not have seen, and your review with Geek Vibes, that we were the reason it was trending that Push needed a sequel. Because it
Yeah.
was trending for a little bit. It was like, why are people talking about
Did
this
we
now?
do that?
We did
Because
that.
people just rediscovered Push and realized it's a good movie, Katie.
It is
Yeah.
a good movie.
Well, they don't
Katie.
listen to me, so
Yeah, Katie.
yeah.
I like that we're on episode 2 of Tia being an official member of the Kind of Nerdy Girls, and she's already coming at Katie.
With peace and
That's
love.
Pretty normal on this show.
She said, "I've listened long
And you guys
enough
think
to
I
know."
just make things up constantly, but I'm telling the truth. I
Well,
swear.
I mean, she told the truth about the deer simulator. I even
Did
went on
I
Steam
not
and
tell
looked
you?
it up.
I told you.
We will get back into that in Katie's gaming update, but first,
was right.
joining us from the Kind of Nerdy Dudes. It's producer Patches.
She's over there crying.
Well, and we're holding microphones. So just so you know, those of you who are not patrons, which I can't imagine of the 7 people who
How
listen
many
to
of there?
this
Are there
show,
5?
that
Okay,
you're
that's
not
about
a
right.
patron. We are sitting around the Christmas tree. We exchanged our Christmas gifts. I am currently wrapped in the tiniest Captain America blanket that
Sorry.
has ever been made. Apparently,
With our cat.
It was made for an infant.
I guess.
Katie's like, wow, KJ's so small, I can actually buy her an infant blanket. And nobody will know.
You know what? I bought the blanket. I guess I don't know centimeters because I took it out when it came to my house and I was like,
We're Americans.
Oh, well.
We're never
like,
going to know
Oh, 100
centimeters.
centimeters. That's huge. Oh, wait. That's
it
not
gave
inches.
me like 30 options. And I was like, I'll just pick one, I guess. But, you know,
Just
I
go
took it
with
out. I
it.
was like, that'll work.
Yeah, she's little.
That'll work.
She'll just put it around her feet. It's fine.
Or at worst, she can give it to the cats.
Right?
Well, as you could see, if you were a patron, Malcolm is actually wrapped up laying on what little space of the blanket is left.
Oh, shoot.
And Johnny Storm is laying on top of the Captain America
Yes,
shield
he is right
Christmas tree.
That's because
skirts.
he's a present.
Yes, thank you to Kinda Nerdy Sarah, who actually made this shield Christmas, what's it called?
Tree skirt.
Tree
skirt.
skirt.
It's a tree
Yeah,
skirt.
yeah.
Thing under the tree.
Tree pants.
Tree.
Tree pants.
Tree pants. Johnny Storm is very pleased, but very disappointed that I have no Johnny Storm ornaments of any kind on the Christmas tree.
Relatable.
So
We're going to
it's all
have to change
Captain
that next
America.
year.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have
100%.
anything to say?
Johnny Storm, go ahead. He's like, get that thing out of my face. It's scary. It's scary.
Katie, what are you doing to
Oh,
me?
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
He even
No
backed
comment.
away. He's behind the
Patches.
tree.
Oh,
Fa-
yes.
Favorite role of Christmas.
My favorite role of Chris Evans was Chris Evans playing Chris Evans in the Super Bowl Hyundai commercial.
Oh, I love
where
that.
they had the snap pack. It was like
Oh,
wicked
that was
awesome.
Oh my
It's
God.
like him and Big Poppy. It's like, you know, hey, he ain't gonna him and Krasinski, you know. It's like, hey,
Oh, man.
they can't fit that.
I must
It's-
have
it's
blocked
cool.
that
It's-
from my memory.
It's cool.
I
It's got
love that.
snap pack.
That's one of
Oh,
my
no,
favorite
that's the
commercials.
best. I
Snap
refer
pack.
to that
Yeah,
commercial
snap
like
pack.
I love it.
all the time. If
I love
Chris
that commercial.
Evans, if Chris Evans and John Krasinski don't like do anything together, it would
So
be like
kinda
a crime
clever.
against humanity.
But they have
Right.
to have the child accent when they do it, though.
Oh
I
yeah, it
think,
has to be
right?
set in like Boston.
Yeah,
has
it's
to
got,
be.
yeah, that would be wicked pissa.
Okay, so we should write a movie for them.
Get
Chris
on it.
Evans and John Krasinski coming your way.
Let's just do. I mean, we can just call it fan fiction, and then if it
That's how
gets
we get
made
into
into a
Hollywood.
movie, yeah,
Isn't that what happened to the one? Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
That's what happens
Yep.
to everyone. They just write fan fiction. They're like, "Here's a movie."
Well, the smart thing was last year during the Super Bowl, right?
I believe so.
So maybe
Yeah.
we'll get a
That's great.
sequel
God, I
for
hope
this
so.
year's
I
Super
love it.
Bowl.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Buy another
Uh,
car.
Hi, my name's KJ, and I like all the roles that you guys have picked. If I can't say Captain America, and I will say that as the biggest fan of Captain America
True.
on this show,
True.
who little girl grew up with Captain America being her favorite hero, I was super nervous about Chris Evans being Captain America, and he has done a phenomenal job. And part of the reason I was so nervous about it is because
Is
I
this a
will
love
say-
story?
I don't know.
don't you know every single time
And then we looked
I
in
talk
each
about
other's
Chris
eyes
Evans?
and
It's
knew
a
it was
love
meant to
story?
be.
Oh no, we
Okay.
all
And
know
then
the
he
dream
gazed-
story.
He gazed at me from across the lake as the water
And all the
rippled
other
up to
girls in the
shore.
room he ignored, but me.
He walked right towards me.
And then he was
Not
shirtless on a
breaking eye
couch with a
contact.
guitar.
Yeah. And he played Wonderwall by Oasis.
Listen, you guys, you have heard about my Chris Evans dream where we go to New York City Comic Con and we get to stay in his hotel room
Ooh.
And guess who may have some ins and has been to New York City Comic Con? So joining us on the show as a permanent member was
You
really
might want to warn his staff.
was really because I want Tia to get us into New York City Comic Con,
Well,
and then we'll see if we can stay with Chris Evans.
The unfortunate thing about New York City Comic Con is that for some reason no one wants to go to it. Like
I wonder why.
we had John Bernthal like 5 years ago, which was great,
Oh.
but that was before he like really blew up. And now that he's like really famous, I'm sure he'll go and stay at San Diego Comic Con. Like no one comes here.
Womp, womp. Well, we're not going there.
You know, I
So-
have a real answer because now I've finally thought of something. 'cause
Well,
I'm not
hang
on the
on,
spot
Katie, because
anymore.
I didn't get
So
to
do I
get to
get a
mine.
redo?
I didn't get to
KJ's
get to
over
mine.
No.
here doing
I
her
was in
love
the
story
middle.
over
I
here.
thought she was
Her
trying to
favorite
break the
Captain
rules.
America role is in her dreams.
I'm not breaking the Captain America rule.
Is it
Okay,
Johnny
well,
Storm?
So,
Except for the Captain America
is it
love
Johnny Storm?
monologue.
You guys, it was going to be beautiful, and you ruined it. Yes, yes.
Have you met us? We
Because-
ruin dreams all the time.
I was so worried about Chris Evans being Captain America because I could not get him as Johnny Storm out of my head, and he was such a great Johnny Storm. I don't care what you say about the movies, like he portrayed Johnny Storm the way that Johnny Storm is, and so I was like, well, he can't just go like do his Johnny Storm stuff, his Johnny Storm
His
shtick
Johnny Storm
Yeah,
as
stuff.
Captain
And
America.
she's only had one truly margarita.
So long story short,
Long
that's
story
your
short.
that's your Captain America, Johnny Storm, which is my favorite role. Thank you. Thank
I
you
love
so
how that
much.
was.
We
the
had a whole
longest
monologue for
intro,
that.
Like,
I don't think so. I think last.
And I look in his eyes and I love him. Yeah, Johnny Storm.
I was so nervous about him being Captain America, but I love him as Johnny Storm. A plus.
His other role in this not so good movie.
Katie, nobody likes you on the show. Stop
I know.
it.
Can I get my do-over?
Yes.
Yes.
Snowpiercer.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That's a good
That
one.
was
That's a
Now
good
I have a
one.
real answer. Okay, go on.
You've redeemed
Thank you.
yourself.
I did look up. There's not a lot going on in the Chris Evans update. Wah, wah, wah. It's time for the Chris Evans update. It'll be real short. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're having Christmas.
It's fine.
Nobody worked
It's
that hard.
It's
Uh,
fine.
he got back into his live streams with the starting point
Yes.
this week, so he's
did see those.
he's back into that.
Looking nice.
And I did see you guys. The rumors like fired back up this week about him and Selena Gomez, and now rumor is they're getting
shoot.
married on Valentine's Day.
Isn't he like 35 years her senior?
He's
How old
40.
do you think he is?
I don't know.
He's
like
40.
he's
excuse
How old do
me.
you think Selena Gomez is? Follow up question.
20?
Okay, so if she's
She's
20 and
definitely
there's a
like
35-year
30.
difference, do you think he's 55?
I don't know. It's Hollywood.
She's at least 30.
How old is Chris Evans?
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
that's not
So she'll be 30
Chris
this year.
Evans is 40, so
Yeah.
10, like
Yeah.
10, 11 years.
Still.
Okay, that would just be like me, like marrying Chris Evans. Like that's like a good 12 years.
You know, not that I'm available or anything.
not,
But
not that my left hand is empty or anything.
yeah.
But whatever.
I'm ready and willing to
listen,
live, you know.
isn't Harrison Ford like 20 years his senior of his? I forget her name.
Yeah, but they
Harrison
got
Ford's
married
wife.
when he was 70. So, I mean,
What does that mean?
So what?
Age
Chris
does not
Evans
matter when
has
you're
to wait
old.
until he's 70 to marry Selena Gomez.
Hey.
well, give or take.
He
You
can
know.
For
Yeah.
that age gap
What
to
is
be
it?
okay.
You know what? If it is true, good for Selena Gomez.
I
I
know.
know,
I
right?
think that her
Get
and
off
Chris
the
Evans
Justin
would be
Bieber
good.
train
Yeah.
and take a step up.
I know. At least it's not.
that's
some
not
kind
a
of
glow up.
Anna Nicole thing. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that I'm a lot better
for her.
with that.
Like you know what, Selena
Hypothetically.
Gomez,
Hypothetically, yes.
Allegedly.
that's fine. You can marry my man. That's fine. I'll give it to
Fine.
you because she's been
Fine.
through a lot. She's been through a lot with that whole Justin
I mean,
Bieber thing.
Bieber,
Like,
Evans.
Is it
So,
a
like,
lot?
it
Is
was
it
a
a
lot.
lot when you break up and then you just pine after them for a while?
So,
Or is that
Yeah.
on you?
So as a dude, how I mean, like, how does that work? You go from like a twig tatted up little poser to Captain America.
He's
Yeah,
also
her-
tatted
her
I
up.
love how you
He
refer
is
to
also
him as
so
Captain
tatted up.
America.
He's definitely not a
Her
twig.
eyes
Oh, we
were
also forgot
definitely
Knives
open.
Out.
I said Knives Out.
What's
Hang
that
on,
to
I
you?
said Ransom from Knives Out.
No, I said
What's that
Selena
to-
Gomez's like eyes were finally opened up. She like looked
Right.
at Justin Bieber and his wife's like relationship. And she was like, "Oh, that's what I was like pining over this whole entire time." No,
Because
no,
she had that
no.
kidney transplant or whatever.
She's very
New kidney,
wise.
new lease on life. New man.
Yeah. Maybe she got a kidney from someone who really like was into Chris Evans.
Maybe
And
Chris
her ki-
Evans gave
ki-
her his
kidney
kidney.
is
Maybe he's marrying her to get his kidney
pining for
back.
Chris Evans. All All right, guys, that's enough about that. I mean, it's not even true. Like, I went like,
That was a hell of a Chris Evans update.
Selena
right there.
Gomez
Thank you.
took my kidney, and that's why she's in love with Chris Evans. Let's be honest, okay? You're
the
welcome.
name of this episode is Selena Gomez took Chris Evans' kidney. That is going to
You know,
get us so many
Johna,
hits, you guys.
At least, like, if it's true between Selena and Chris Evans, a part of you is with him.
That's
if your
true.
kidney
Is it your kidney?
That's true. Yeah, it is. It would exactly be my kidney. To Selena Gomez. You're welcome.
All right, guys. So let's get right into our regular segment. Since I mean, we'll do like a casual binges and books if you want.
Casual.
Just like
Just a quick
Binges
one
and books or whatever.
yeah, binges and books are
Or you can pass.
okay. You
Right.
can.
Yeah.
You can be
I
like,
fold.
nah.
All right, all
You
right.
gotta
But
know when to hold them.
let's get going with the boop boop toot boop 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 toot 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 boop boop toot 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 boo. It's time for Katie's gaming update. Boop, 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 boop.
I know you guys think I'm a liar,
Yes.
but
Yes.
has it been proven time and time again on this show that I'm telling the truth?
You have.
I mean,
I am.
occasionally.
Every time. The blue chickens,
Occasionally.
the deer game. Now I got something for
But
you.
the truth is so like awkwardly obscured.
That's
it
because I'm a
has to be
good
lie.
storyteller. Okay? I have to tell
We
you
call that
about
pathological liar.
things in such an outrageous way that you think it's not believable, but every word I said is true.
Whatever.
Fair,
Like the blue
fair.
chickens. You're like, I'm just playing this cute little farming game. Suddenly, blue chickens.
Suddenly.
Yeah. What
Suddenly
happens if you
chickens.
romance the chicken man who has depression and alcoholism?
Why
You
are
get blue
you?
chickens. All right,
fair.
on to the real
Oh, they're
update
blue
today.
because he's depressed. I
And he
get
raises
it.
Are you
chickens.
guys gonna
Okay.
give any
I get it.
credibility to someone who romances the chicken man?
There's only like 8 options, okay?
Actually, we know someone who has.
No, he's a turkey man.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. That's
Different.
Thanksgiving.
Different
My
type
bad,
of poultry.
my bad,
It's
my
My
different.
friend married a turkey farmer.
How
Ah.
cool for them.
Right?
Oh, jealous.
Too beautiful.
Free turkey on Thanksgiving. That's
I have
the
a
best.
game I think KJ might like for once.
Ooh.
No.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Ooh.
Oh.
You can play through all 9 games in the all 9 movies in the spinoff. You can play as 300 characters,
What?
That is
and
too
it is
many
the latest
options.
Lego movie. It comes out in April.
Ooh. And I
Do they
wanna
have
like
that
the
on
Lego
play that.
PlayStation 2?
No,
what
little
about,
out of date.
wait. What about Xbox 360?
Probably not,
Dang it.
but
See,
KJ's
so-
really rooting
so-
for that Xbox.
Patches says that, and just remind here, PlayStation.
Oh,
Yes.
She's got it.
Yes.
Tia's got the Lego Star Wars 2.
God love you.
Nice.
but
That
see,
is
that's the
awesome.
original trilogy. This one has that and more.
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh. The gameplay trailer and the teaser trailer just dropped, and it has like Obi-Wan Kenobi in it, and, Lego Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Lego.
Luke Skywalker and such and so forth.
Do they have General Grievous?
I don't know if he's one of the 300
Please say
characters.
it's-
I assume he is.
I would
Jar Jar
assume
has to be
so.
in there
There's
too.
I hope you
300
can play
characters.
all 9 movies as Jar Jar Binks.
I swear, because if you could play like like one-on-one, I would play against someone as Jar Jar just to get killed over and over and over and over again.
How traumatic.
Wow.
sounding.
I would play as
Are
Darth
you
Vader
okay?
because it doesn't make sense in the first 3 movies, and I like that.
There you go.
Also,
Fair.
Darth Maul because he only showed up, ran over Anakin one time, and then left.
Right?
Like that was his whole character.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
is that
when they-
available for PS4?
Let me check. One moment, please.
Thank you.
I just saw the trailer
check.
and I was like, I love it.
Isn't it great?
So
wanna play
Tia, you a big Star Wars fan?
So I'm not like a massive Star Wars fan, but for some reason I love the Star Wars Lego games. Like as you could just see, I had it for the PS2, and I was like,
Mhm.
this is one of the funnest games I've played, especially back then. So I've been like keeping my eye, and for some reason I don't really like any of the other Lego games other than the Star Wars. They're just fun.
The
They're
Lego
so much
Harry
fun.
Potter games were okay.
Yeah, Lego Harry Potter is fun. I do play those. Now,
was-
Tia, do you still have your PS2?
Of course, I play
Okay.
that all the time.
She's supposed to play those PS2 games.
How
Excellent.
am I gonna?
Right.
I don't know if you guys can see, but
It's by the skateboard.
those are a lot of PS2 games.
That's a lot of PS2 games.
I see
That is
PS3
a
games.
lot of
Oh,
PS2.
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So I
Katie,
still got
is this new Star Wars Lego game available for PS4?
PS4, yes. PS5, yes. Xbox One, yes. Xbox Series XS, yes. The
Dang.
Switch and PC.
Wow.
Nice.
Not
You guys
PS2
need to
though.
invest in a Switch.
You think the Switch is where
I think
it's
the
at for
Switch
us?
would be your guys' console.
You
Okay.
It's got the kind of games you like. You could play Legend of Zelda.
no,
You could play Mario. You could
No.
play the classics.
no,
You could play Lego Star Wars.
no.
This is Patches. I don't like change.
No. Dude, trust me, I'm all about old school Nintendo. And the other thing is, I have my original Nintendo, so getting a Switch, I don't care about the classic games because I have the classic games I can play.
Yeah,
Breath of the
this-
Wild 2 comes out this year, and I'm very excited. So
Ooh.
that will be on the Switch.
Okay.
Well, that's fair, but I also like the first person shoot 'em up games, which
Shoot 'em up?
Shoot 'em up game.
Shoot 'em
yeah,
up.
whatever,
Shoot 'em
you know,
up.
pew 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 pew, you know, bullet gun.
There's a couple of those. When the
Yeah.
Wii U came out, they had a zombie game in England for no reason, and it was like it came free with the Wii U.
Well, zombies are dumb, but
Wow.
sorry.
How dare you
Bold
attack Katie
take.
like that?
I
mean-
man.
Katie, have you ever
Bold
met
take.
a really smart zombie?
No, that's the point.
Okay.
Well,
Don't be offended
wait,
when
you
he says
guys-
zombies are dumb.
You
Also
guys never
28
watched iZombie. You guys
Oh
never
my God,
watched
I
I
love
did.
that
I
freaking
love Rose
show.
MacGyver too,
So
and yeah,
good.
that movie
Smart
was fantastic.
Zombies.
I
Yeah,
was watching
yeah.
Smart
Warm
Zombie.
Yeah,
Bodies
yeah,
where they
love-
were cognizant, and I was like, I am watching the wrong movie.
Yeah,
You should
iZombie
watch
is great.
iZombie though. And Rose MacGyver is Amber from
Ghosts.
the princess from the Christmas Prince movie.
Well, she's got
Oh,
and and she's on the new show like Haunted or Ghost, or where she
Ghosts.
see ghosts and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
My mom
What?
loves that show.
So
Yeah.
she's been
Does she?
typecast.
I think she got typecasted. Just saying,
no, she
Just a
was in all
little.
3 of the Christmas Prince movies, and there were
Yeah.
no ghosts. Excuse
Hallmark
me.
movies
true.
don't count.
It's not Hallmark. It's Netflix.
Same damn thing.
No, it's not.
It reminded
Two
me a
different
little of a
channels.
Hey
Hallmark.
guys, it's Christmas. Can we all get along?
No
Holiday
fighting
movies
on
suck.
Christmas.
KJ,
Patches haven't
isn't
seen
that
each other
everyone's
in a long time.
Christmas? Bickering.
Right?
It's fine. We're
So
gonna have
Tia, your
lasagna.
mom said that Ghost is good. Does your mom have good taste in TV? It's okay.
Yes,
She's never
yeah,
gonna hear
yeah.
this.
Right.
She's
You
not
never
one of our
know.
7 listeners.
Yes, and
Just
well, no, she does listen to. She's last week
Aw.
she was like, "Where can I listen? Why aren't you sharing it with me?" And I was like, "Here you go, ma," and everything.
Hi,
No, I
Mom.
like yes and no.
Hey.
She has like good taste, but then she'll just say watch, I don't know, freaking like she's watching the Sex and the City reboot series, and I just can't get
me
behind
too.
that right now. So
Me too.
Mm.
I'm very upset currently with the series, but
I feel like
yes, I am
everyone
also watching-
is.
I don't want to get. I know nobody else here is watching it, so like I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna spoil it. For
I'm not
us.
gonna get into it, but it's bad. I don't know what they did. I don't know why
everything
they're
I
making
hear
the-
about it, everything I hear about it, I'm like, why?
Like I want to
Why?
watch it because it's such
Is
a
it-
shit show, but like it's
Okay, question.
okay.
Is it bad acting, bad writing?
What's the problem?
What's the bad?
I think the plot line is what is what's
Mhm.
bad.
Okay.
Like very first episode, somebody dies. Very important character dies.
Okay.
And then like as the show goes on, there's like somebody's cheating on their husband. They think that they might like this other person, so then they like cheat on their husband, and then you know one of them has like a daughter who doesn't want to identify as like a girl anymore,
Mhm.
and like they're trying to figure out how to do these things, but I don't know, just one of the characters is just really making me upset, and they just I don't
Well,
know.
I think
The
that's
plots, I don't know. The plots are just really weird. And then they completely cut the Samantha character out from the show because Kim Cattrall didn't come back.
so they don't even talk about her.
They bring her up like, what is there, like 4 or 5 episodes? And they bring her up like twice.
Okay.
And like
Yeah,
if
so-
you're like I haven't watched it, but my mom's like fed me information about it. And it's like if you're a
Don't.
fan of like Sex and the City, it's like you know how important these 4 women are to each other. So to have one of them not be there, it's like then don't make the show. And then like so John, I know exactly which character you're talking about who has an affair on her husband. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Like we watched 6 seasons, 2 movies of like their love for each other, and then you're just gonna be like, oh no,
Yeah.
no. It takes
Yeah.
everything that like Sex and the City built and just like shits on it. And
It
I
literally
man.
destroyed it. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm gonna, keep watching it because it's a shit show and I want to see what happens, but like it's making me very upset. And you know how young I was when Sex and the City came out, so I didn't watch it until I was older.
Mhm.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
just like, what the hell is happening right now? Why are you doing this to me?
All
Yeah,
right, back
I
to
don't
you,
appreciate
Katie.
it.
What else is going on in the gaming world? Sorry,
That's all I got.
that's it.
Not really a lot. I played the Alan Wake remake It is very good.
Is it
Yes,
good?
I liked it. They're also going to make another one, Alan Wake 2. So I'm very excited about that. Breath of the Wild, like I said, comes out sometime this year. We're
Okay.
not sure.
We
I'm
don't
just hoping and praying every day before I go to bed.
I mean, they said it was coming out, right?
It is.
Okay.
I just need it yesterday, and I'm not very patient. So
what?
What?
no, I know.
You
It's a
are
revelation
impatient?
on this show. I know. I'm shook. I know.
All right. Choo, 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 choo. It's time for what's got Johna weeping.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Wow. Because you usually go on for
I
like
know,
a really
but you
long
need
time.
lasagna.
I do. I'm very hungry all
Wow.
the time.
She's getting hangry over here.
Uh-huh.
I watched. You
Yeah.
know
Sorry
what
to
got me weeping is
bother you
I
with my
watched
friendship.
Encanto the other day while I was supposed to be working. Okay.
Okay.
I watched Encanto, and first of all, it was so good. Number one.
I
It
don't
was
know what
April.
Katie and Patches just did,
I don't
but I'm
know either.
excited to
Sorry, I
listen to
bothered
it.
you with my
Just-
friendship.
Whatever.
Yes, Encanto was amazing, and I loved it.
So
Is it
good.
We don't talk
Encanto
about
or
Bruno. It's a
Encanto?
It's
jam.
Encanto.
It's Encanto.
Yeah,
If you're,
because they're in Colombia.
if you're a Midwesterner, it's Encanto.
Encanto.
Come on.
If you're an American, it's Encanto. But if you're like someone,
Thank you.
What do
who
you
actually
think
knows a
about
little bit of
We
Spanish.
Don't Talk About Bruno?
Well, it slaps.
It does
okay?
slap.
It slaps so hard. I literally, after the fact, I'm like standing in my refrigerator. I'm like, we don't talk about Bruno. Like
It's a
it-
jam.
it
And I'm glad it
slaps
beat
every
out Let
time.
It Go finally.
I know, right?
What do you mean it beat out? Let it go.
It is now the most streamed popular Disney song.
wow.
It beat Let It
More
Go.
than the
It's a
Moana
bop.
one?
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude.
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda also wrote these, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda
Alright.
was part of.
he's
the
literally
writing
like
process,
fist
so-
fighting himself for the top spot. That was a good movie. I
It
liked
was a really good
Yeah.
movie. I cried a
Finally, I
lot.
watched something she watched.
I know, right?
And of course you cried because it's
I did. Did you
it's
cry?
Disney, right?
I did cry. Yeah,
I
cried.
didn't cry.
I-
Did you cry?
Yes,
Katie,
I
you don't have a
cried.
heart.
Okay, I cried like 5 times in Coco.
Okay,
But
but
see,
Coco really hit
It got
hard,
me.
man. I'll tell you what.
But that I dropped a moratorium on watching Disney animated movies because it doesn't matter. Oh, it's a great story. It's a great story. It may be a great story, but it doesn't matter. At least once during the movie, they're gonna rip your heart out.
That's how it works. That's the strategy.
I know. And you know what? I've been doing that literally since I've been alive. I mean, Disney's been around since the 30s. They
Fox and the Hound.
No,
The
Oh.
Lion
nope,
King.
nope. Yeah, Fox and the Hound,
Yeah,
Lion King,
yeah.
Little Mermaid,
Little
even for
Mermaid.
God's sakes, Aladdin. I mean, like it doesn't
Bambi.
matter. You can,
love
they
Aladdin.
don't you
When was
say the B
Aladdin
word,
sad?
Tia.
What did
Beauty
you
and the
say? Oh,
Beast?
Bambi.
Bambi.
Beauty and the Beast was
Yeah.
sad.
The B word.
Bambi was
Bambi.
sad.
Yeah.
Did you see
Bambi.
Wall-E?
Sad.
Did you
Wall-E.
Oh, Wall-E
Yeah.
was so
I
sad.
only got halfway through Wall-E.
Tangled.
Oh, Tangled was sad.
Tangled was
Yeah,
good.
So
exactly.
sad.
Sleeping
I liked
Beauty.
Tangled better
I
than
mean, like
Frozen.
any
Princess and the Frog. So sad.
Cinderella.
It
I
was
mean,
good,
like,
but sad.
oh wait, we're literally naming the entire Disney animated catalog. See, that's my point.
Oh, you mean
That's
all
why
of
I
them?
dropped a moratorium on it because I'm done.
You
know,
done
I
getting
like
hurt?
to be happy. I'm done getting hurt.
Yeah, but they
I'm done
always
getting
they
hurt.
always bring it back at the
I
end.
don't
it's a
care.
happy
They do.
end.
They always
Had
have
to
the
re-
recovery.
That
Don't
just sounds
care.
like me. I'm done with men. They hurt me too much.
Right.
Walter Elias Disney, you have gone too far.
Right? You son of a bitch. You are still killing me after you've been dead for 50 years.
Your frozen
his
corpse
legacy.
keeps hurting my feelings.
right. Oh, God. Yeah, no
Wait, that-
Disney animated. No, done.
KJ,
Don't get me
that should be
started
the
on the
title
parks,
of the
okay?
podcast. Pat just said no more Disney.
It was good though. I
so
liked it.
anyway, Encanto was really good.
It was really good. It was really good.
I quite enjoyed it. It was a very good family movie.
It's
on a
family
scale,
friendly.
On a
together.
scale of 1 to Bambi, how sad was it?
Quit saying
Oh,
the
it's
B
not
word.
that sad.
Beauty and the Beast,
No.
like not sad.
It's not. It's
Okay.
there's just it's not like let's say sad. It's just like a heartwarming kind of like.
Do you know what
oh,
it's
like-
about?
No.
Please, can you explain it so they think you're telling the truth? Because if
I
if
just
I
trust
explain the
them.
magical house with
Okay.
the candle that gives people powers, they're gonna be like, "Oh no
Now
way!"
this sounds like my
Yeah.
kind of movie.
Okay, you should watch it. It's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
So Encanto is basically this movie about this family, the magical madrigals, and they live in this house that is enchanted,
Ooh.
basically.
Why
So
would I not believe this? Everything I watch is
on their
magical.
like, what birthday is it? Like their 6th or 7th.
They just
birthday?
said
I don't know.
birthday.
On
No.
some birthday, they go up to like a magical door and they touch the knob, and it gives them a power.
Ooh.
Only
Right.
the people born in the family, not the people that marry into it.
Yes,
Ah,
that's true.
okay.
They're just kind of there.
So
Yeah.
the main character,
I was gonna say the setup
She-
sounded like a completely different movie.
no, it's not what you think it is, Patches. So the main
It's the next
character,
Avengers.
she goes up to the door, and then the door disappears on her day, so she doesn't get any magical powers.
Oh,
I know, I was real sad. I was like, oh no.
that's terrible.
And so then
And then she got disowned. No, just kidding.
technically disowned. And then her little cousin got his magical powers like 10 years later or something like that. And then the house starts like air quotes falling apart, but like no one else can see it except for her. So she has to save the house from falling apart and save her family's magic, even though she has no magical powers at all.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and the candle.
Oh, and then there's a magical candle that gives everybody powers and keeps the house alive.
I totally
Because her
believe everything you're
husband
saying.
Thank
got
you.
run over by horses and died,
Now,
and then
see,
the candle was magical.
Now
Yeah,
Katie's lying.
I was
And then
there.
of course you don't talk about Bruno because he had a bad vision.
It's a bop.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. He
His
had a
power
bad
was
vision,
like
so
he
they
could
kicked
see
him out
the
of the family.
future, and then they're like, "We hate the prophecies you give," even though like that's what it is. It's
Well,
not his
not
fault.
His fault.
Yeah.
But they disowned him.
Aw,
Rude.
poor Bruno.
Yeah,
I
right.
know, poor Bruno. But
Very
that song that says "Don't talk about him" every
It is
time
a bop.
slaps every time.
Okay.
I'll look it
Every
up
time.
after
It is
this.
a bop.
So I can recommend for everyone to watch Encanto if you have not.
You know
seen
what?
It.
I would second that.
Wow.
pretty
You guys
good.
are really getting
Yeah.
along about
know.
stuff today.
It's because we
Weird.
haven't seen each other in a long time.
It's really weird.
Is the
Uh,
moon full?
Actually, it is.
We had a full moon last weekend. So,
Yeah.
but it was on Monday,
Mm.
and then there are still some effects after the
Ooh.
fact.
Also, Mercury's in
realize the moon
retrograde.
was
so
a-
Mercury is in
My whole life's
retrograde
just like
right now.
falling apart currently.
It's very difficult.
Sucks.
Although Mercury retrograde doesn't have to be bad, it can be
It's
just
just
a time
low
to
tide in my life right now.
reflect.
I'm stepping in a lot of seaweed right now currently, and I'm not here
I
for
feel like
it.
the bottom of a pier at the beach.
Oh,
Fair.
just covered in like
The
cigarette
barnacles
butts
and-
and trash
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Felt relatable.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Johna.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. All right, woo, choo, 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 boop, boop, choo, 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 choo. It's time for a new segment called Tia's Take. Woo, choo, 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 choo.
Oh, is that what we named it?
We've never talked about this. Tia doesn't know that she.
Yeah, take it
I
away.
did not know I had a segment.
What is she taking?
I don't know. Well, whatever you.
Tia's take.
You'll take your soul.
Tia, what are you taking from us?
Hot take. Oh, or is it like hot takes?
Right.
Hot take.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Give us a
shoot,
controversial opinion.
What's been going on this week? You got an opinion on? You got an opinion on Moon Knight? We got the trailer this week for Marvel's Moon Knight.
Didn't that guy die?
No,
What?
not the guy.
Not
the
Oscar
guy.
Isaac, but
no,
the other guy in the
not the
movie.
guy who's the main character, but like the guy I think who's the bad guy? Question mark.
Question
He
mark.
died in like a skiing accident or something.
He wasn't wearing a
cool.
helmet.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I shared it on Facebook. I honestly
Yeah,
couldn't
he
tell you what
died,
his name was.
Cher.
He died. It was like
Thanks.
Moon Knight star dies, and I was like, "What? They just released the trailer. He died."
He was also the voice of Jack Frost in Guardians of the Galaxy. That's where I knew him from.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that
Yeah,
up.
he's
'cause I have
dead.
no
Look
idea.
it up.
So Moon Knight, right?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
So like he's
Or
he's
no,
not dead, or he's
Rise of the
Rise of
dead,
the
dead.
Guardians.
Dead, dead.
I was
He's
like,
dead, dead.
He's
Okay.
all right. He's
I'm
like
sitting
Bob
here
Saget and
going-
Betty White dead.
When did Jack
Aw.
Frost make an
Too
appearance
many
Too
in
soon.
Guardians of the
Too
Galaxy?
soon.
Hey, look, I love Bob Saget. Okay, I went and saw him at Helium when he came last year.
You
and
know
I
you
was
have to say
very-
loved now.
I
right?
love
I
Bob
love him.
Saget. He's my
He's
fave.
dead.
Excuse me.
Yes, but
Very
he lives on in
He's
spirit.
dead.
He does, and I love
Okay.
Betty White as well. She's my fave.
Also dead.
Thank you
They
for
took
being
our
a
grandma
friend.
and our dad.
And they killed Meatloaf
And
yesterday.
Meatloaf.
I know,
Meatloaf.
right?
Am
And
I
Louis
not telling you
Anderson.
that?
You're just busting out the news about me.
Oh,
I
Patches.
wait.
And
Meatloaf
You didn't know
died.
that? Meatloaf died, and Louis Anderson died yesterday
Yeah.
too.
Yes, right.
And who?
And
Louis Anderson.
Jesus.
I know.
And-
2022 is taking everybody.
And
Meatloaf
there was
died
a
yesterday.
report this morning that I heard that Arnold Schwarzenegger's like car got like crushed or something. He's in the
Oh,
hospital.
no.
He's okay, but he
Oh
was
my-
in a car accident.
Oops,
Oh,
sorry about the
so-
Meatloaf thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I mean, I
man.
just worked with him a few months back.
I just
Oh,
watched Rocky
yeah.
Horror Picture Show like 2 months ago.
I've never seen that.
I just
Me
watched
neither.
it.
Wait,
It's
wait.
confusing.
You've never seen Rock?
I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I
believe it
mean,
or not.
okay, it's on
Yeah.
I
Hulu.
don't.
Tia,
I don't
Matt, this
appreciate
is
that.
Tia's take.
This
This
is
is
the
her-
take.
You
take.
go
All
ahead,
right.
Tia.
Go ahead.
No, well,
Tia's
no.
sakes, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Go.
That,
Can you please
that's,
describe the plot of Rocky Horror Picture Show to
Okay,
us?
so
Because
I
I don't
will-
get it.
All right, so I'm going to explain the plot to the Rocky Horror Picture Show here, okay? Just to
Good.
let you know, No, Katie requested, so I'm going to
I did.
explain it, okay?
Because
So it's
everybody thinks I'm lying when I tell them
So
these
it's
things.
about
Who is
about
everybody? Quit lumping me in with everybody.
it's
Excuse me.
about this couple, Brad and Janet, who fall in love with each other, and they decide to take a little road trip to tell like their professor about their recent engagement. And in that time, it's a big storm. They have to find shelter in this big haunted mansion in the middle of nowhere. Yes, Johna?
Okay, my question is, why are they telling their professor and not their parents?
I don't know.
Because it's
I
the
don't know.
70s, Johna.
That's never explained.
Like they're taking a whole road trip to be like, hey, Professor such
They
and
got a
such,
flat
we're getting
tire, okay?
married. Do you want to officiate? Like what?
they never explain that.
Okay.
So
They got a flat tire, okay?
Yeah, their car breaks down. They got to seek shelter. And just at that time, when they go to this mansion ran by these very unique individuals, there's a party going on. And because the party is because their leader, Dr. Frankenfurter, played by a young Tim Curry in Fish, he's making the perfect man. There's literally a song like, about the perfect man, which is Rocky and everything. But everyone loves Rocky. Everyone wants to be with Rocky.
That's
Dr.
the gold short
Frankenfurter.
guy.
Yeah, Dr. Frankenfurter wants to be with Rocky.
Sylvester
Janet
Stallone.
wants to be with Rocky, but then everyone kind of wants to be with each other. Dr. Frankenfurter gets with Brad. He gets with Janet. At the same time, you have the like reanimated corpse of like Eddie come around, and Eddie
That's
is
Meatloaf.
played by Meatloaf. And Meatloaf had a love affair at one point with one of the other girls that lives in the mansion, and Dr. Frankenfurter doesn't like that, so he kills Meatloaf in the movie.
Yep.
So he kills him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
It's
So he
serves
dies twice.
and
It's
he
confusing.
serves
Okay.
this corpse that kind of looks like a ham to
Meatloaf?
the professor that shows up randomly for some reason.
It's
that
the
Brad and
professor they were
Janet-
going to see,
Wait,
by the way.
They actually served them meatloaf.
No,
it doesn't
he was
look like
under the
meatloaf.
table.
It looks like ham, and so that happens. And then
That's meatloaf.
it's Meatloaf, right?
It is Meatloaf.
And then at some point you find out that they are not from Earth. They are from a alien planet called Transylvania, right? Because Tim Curry has this whole song
That's
where
where
he says,
Dracula's from.
he goes, I'm just
And
a
also
sweet
Tim Curry.
Yeah, he goes, I'm just a sweet transvestite from Transylvania. So you
It
find
was
that
a whole
all out.
musical number.
It was a
Yeah.
whole musical. And you find out that these two characters in the mansion, who are actually brother and sister, I found out, but they have a very intimate relationship with each other.
Yeah.
Don't
it's
like the
weird.
fact that they're on Earth anymore. So they betray Dr. Frankenfurter and kill him and say that they're going to go back to their planet. They tell Brad and Janet, it's cool, just peace out. And so they kick him out of the mansion, and then they turn around and the mansion just goes.
Like it flies away.
And that's
No,
the plot.
seriously, they like threw
Oh
him
my
out in
God.
the front yard.
Tia,
and
are
then
you
the
lying?
building flies away.
Yeah.
Tia, are you
I
lying?
need a Tia's lying graphic now.
It's not.
There is no
swear.
way
swear
I
I'm
ever
not lying.
thought when we started this podcast that I would have to put a spoiler alert for the Rocky Horror.
That movie's been out since 75.
Yeah.
Right.
So the
It's,
house is a
um,
spaceship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
the
aliens.
house-
And they
is a
kick Brad and
spaceship.
Janet out. They're like, "Okay, bye."
No, seriously, like threw him out on the front yard, and then the whole mansion, which is a castle, by the way, flies away.
Do they
Yeah.
ever make it to the professor?
Right? Like, how are they going to get
no,
their
the
tire
professor
fixed?
shows
they were
up.
going to visit was the one that shows up.
Oh,
Yeah,
Because
he
he's
shows
looking
up at
for
some
his
point.
son who went
Oh,
missing,
okay.
Who is
Meatloaf.
Eddie? Who is Eddie? Like
Oh.
Meatloaf
Did he
character.
eat his son?
Yes,
Yeah.
he ate
He
his
ate
son.
meatloaf?
He ate meatloaf.
And then they
He
had this
ate the
reveal
meatloaf.
that the rest of his corpse was under the dining
Yeah.
room table.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But then you find out that like Tim Curry as Dr. Frankenfurter, like he just wanted to like find love and everything, and you know,
we all?
you kind
He
of
made a
feel
man, Johna.
he made a man. He made Rocky, the
Oh
perfect
my
man.
God.
Fun fact.
That
But
is
wait,
so
Time out.
amazing.
So wait,
Yeah,
does
it's
he not
weird.
get to be with Rocky because he gets murdered, right?
Yeah, he gets murdered.
Yeah. No,
Did he ever
gets
finish
murdered.
Rocky? Is
Whatever
that
No, he
happened- I
did.
don't remember
He
what
did.
happened to
Rocky.
he did? Well, what
Yeah.
happened to Rocky if Frankenfurter died?
He went on to beat Apollo Creed and everything was great.
Doesn't he also die?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
in the
this-
third one.
Takes Tim Curry's
this-
corpse and tries to run away by climbing.
kind Yeah, he
This
kind
thing, I
of
don't
does this
remember.
like King Kong thing where he like has his corpse and he's
Yeah.
like climbing.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We need to watch this.
it's weird.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well,
we're gonna have to
no,
go to the
remember-
basement and actually watch this.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we're
Remember
totally watching
Rocky?
this.
Remember Rocky slept with Janet at some point, like and all that. You know, it was
Yeah,
like,
she
oh,
has
and
a
that's
song called
that
"Touch It,
the-
Touch Me."
Damn it,
Yeah.
Janet. Is that where
No,
that
that's
comes
That's
the
the
from?
first one. Yes.
that's in the
Okay.
beginning when Brad is professing his love to Janet, and he's like, "Damn it, Janet, I love you," and they decide they're gonna get married and everything.
Brad.
Oh,
Oh my god.
That's Susan
Yeah.
Sarandon.
The
and
most
at some
aggressive
point-
love.
Some point they're all turned into stone, and then they're
Yeah.
all wake up wearing corsets and fishnets and high heels. Even Brad.
They all match Tim Curry's character.
Oh, that's awesome.
wow. Okay.
Alright.
No, like I've seen like videos and stills and everything else. You know, it's just like, you know, Rocky Horror has always been Rocky Horror, and I'm saying this, and my best friend is a huge Rocky Horror fan, so like he's gonna kick my ass if he hears this. But
Good thing he probably doesn't listen.
Yeah.
He's not one of the 7.
he's not one of the 7. All right, good.
The numbers
mean,
just ticking down.
But I'm gonna
But-
tell you, I honestly don't even know if I want to watch the movie because I
You
feel
want
like
to watch the movie?
I
You
feel
want
like being told everyone's interpretation of the movie and like getting the Cliff Notes version
That's
is going to
what
be
it is.
better than, but it's going to be better than actually watching the.
Well,
actual
apparently
movie
it was
itself.
supposed to be a parody of like 1950s like B-rated horror movies. Like when they
Mhm.
first made it, it's not even supposed to be taken seriously. Like it's supposed to be ridiculous. Like Susan Sarandon plays Janet. She can't sing to save her life, and it's hilarious. And the actor who played Rocky never acted again because his like reviews for it were so bad when it first came out
Oh my
that he
God.
literally just like walked off into the sunset. He's like a normal
Oh
guy
my
now.
God.
It's a wild movie.
It's a wild ride. It's a wild
Yeah.
ride.
Wow.
It's very weird.
Katie,
Yeah.
do you know all of the props and things you're supposed to have to watch this movie?
Oh, like an
None.
umbrella and
Yourself,
everything.
Your mind.
An
Yeah.
umbrella.
Right? 'Cause
Gold
that's, what, like,
shorts.
that's the thing. When people go to the theaters all the time, it's like a whole like
Well, they dress
interactive
up.
thing.
Yeah, and like New York City, they still show it in the Village, and people completely interact. Like when it's raining, they get umbrellas and like do it. They dress up and they like get into the aisles and start singing along. It's like a whole thing. It's a wild ride.
And you
Told ya.
think I was bad at Fantastic Beasts. Okay.
What did you do at Fantastic?
Talk to Johna during the whole movie.
This is okay. Hang on a second. You are supposed to do these things when you go to see the Rocky Horror Picture
I'm
Show.
dead.
At Fantastic Beasts, you both needed to shut your pie holes.
It's
It
not
was
my
not a
fault that
good movie.
Fantastic Beasts was a bad movie. It's
Yeah.
not my fault.
See, Johna and I are on the same page.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
You 2 against 1 here.
we didn't
Oh.
even talk that much through Venom, and that was way worse.
I liked Venom. Your
I
cat's
liked
an escape,
Venom.
by the way.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Where's Ghost?
Venom.
And it got a
Venom
sequel.
was
So take
trash.
that.
No.
And it's getting a
I'm
third
not-
movie. So take
Okay,
that.
Spider-Man has 3 movies.
Speaking of
excuse me.
Spider-Man, I am a changed woman.
Yes,
Yes.
Katie, let's hear a talking Marvel, talking Marvel, talking Marvel, talking Marvel, talking Marvel, talking Marvel. Wiki, talking Marvel. Go ahead, Katie. Katie finally saw Spider-Man.
I
Let's
did.
talk about it. Patches is outside. Don't care. Don't care,
I
Patches.
am a changed woman.
Yes.
I have a new love for Spider-Man.
Ooh.
I cried for like the solid last 20 minutes of the movie.
Mhm.
I take back all the bad things I've said about
shoot.
Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Mans.
Really?
I do. I cried
Wow.
the whole time.
Wasn't it beautiful?
I cried.
Although
I felt all he wanted was brothers, and Tobey Maguire's like the wise one. He's like, don't make the same mistakes I did. And
I know it was very emotional. Although I did when spoiler alert, I did lean over to Johna when that one died and was like, he's the one that should have died.
are you talking about Aunt May? You monster.
I
Why would
hated
anybody
when
think?
I hated when Aunt May died. I was like, why did she
I
have to die?
sobbed when Aunt
With
May
Aunt
died.
Howard comes great responsibility.
Spoiler
alert.
Spoilers.
Bro,
Oh, shoot.
okay.
Wait,
This
did
movie's
Patches
been
not
out like
see it?
6 weeks.
Yeah,
Wait, who-
Patches is never going to see it anyway.
Oh.
I'll wait till it
I'm
comes on
telling
Disney
you.
Plus.
Who
You and
died?
I are on the same vibe
Well,
with
we
Spider-Man.
thought he died.
I
He
changed
didn't,
my
but we
mind.
thought
Ooh.
Wait,
the
Aunt May,
Spider-Man,
like,
Toby.
He got
Oh.
stabbed, okay?
I know, like we
Oh.
thought. Yeah,
Didn't
and I
you
was
hear him
like,
say,
he's
oh, I've been
dead.
stabbed before?
I thought he was.
Tomei
dead.
dies?
No. No one
one?
dies. Only
Who?
Aunt May.
Oh, Tomei.
Only
You said
Aunt May
Tomei,
dies.
right?
Yeah,
So,
Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah,
Yes,
Marissa Tomei.
Aunt May, her character dies.
Yeah, she's
Oh my
toast.
god.
No,
Oh.
she
I
got
know.
stabbed by the Green Goblin just like that first movie.
and
Poor
blowed up.
Happy.
That's what
I
I
know.
said.
Sad.
Andy
was
lost
really
his
sad.
apartment.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
Bloated
really
that
sad.
sucks.
Happy.
I
All right.
wanted
Not a-
Happy
it
and
was
May
not a
to
happy,
get
happy.
together. Yeah.
yeah.
I wanted them to
Well,
get back
you know.
together. I was
Well,
sad.
to be fair, in the beginning of the movie, she was breaking up with him.
It's not
No.
working out, Happy.
She was like, sorry, can't
And then
do
she
it.
died.
I know. R.I.P.
Well, but we knew that they weren't going to stay together.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
I had hope. I had hope they'd get back together. You know, she was just like, I'm gonna play the field for a little, and then she would go back with Happy, and then we would
Yeah.
all be happy.
Happy
Just
needs a
saying.
win. Come
Okay.
on.
Happy
Can
does need a
we-
win.
First the Iron Man thing.
Thank you.
Then the girlfriend.
Look,
Oh,
I
my
just want to talk about how
Oh, look at the
when
cat.
Andrew Garfield's character,
Touches
when
MJ.
when he caught MJ, I sobbed. But they were talking about like like my Uncle Ben died, my Aunt May died, and he's like, oh, Gwen died. I'm like, your Uncle Ben also died. Like, you also lost your Uncle
But
Ben.
also
Like
my
you lost
dad.
2 people.
Actually,
Literally.
my girlfriend died. So
Oh God! But when he
sorry,
caught,
Uncle Ben.
when he caught MJ, I was like, I'm glad he caught her.
And when he's like-
I know.
When he's like,
Sobbing.
"Oh, are you okay?" and she's like, "Bro, are you okay?" And
He's like sobbing.
I'm fine.
He was so great. I mean,
was.
I was happy to see
He finally got his third Spider-Man movie.
both of
I
them,
know,
but
right?
yes. And did you know that they are talking about that he may get more Spider-Man movies
He
now?
Andrew
should.
I'm
just- I
Garfield?
love
Yeah.
the Andrew
He was.
Garfield.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, no, I love Tom Holland. I think Tom is an
A+.
absolutely amazing Spider-Man.
Agreed.
But I loved Andrew Garfield, and I think
Yeah.
everyone trashed him
I did.
so
I did.
hard
For
And
no
I-
reason.
I
Yeah.
did.
I thought
I
he
am a
did a great
because
job.
he
woman.
wasn't Tobey Maguire, and
Well,
they
and
rebooted
it could-
Spider-Man.
it could work with Andrew being in there because it's already been established, spoiler alert patches, that they're like 2 different worlds, that Tom Hardy's Venom is not from Tom Holland's like same world. So it's like, say you
That's
keep
true.
the 2
What about
separate.
Deadpool?
So it's like, does Venom have their own Spider-Man? Well, then so it could be Andrew Garfield. You could say that they
Oh,
exist
that's
within
you
the
know
same
what?
world.
Yeah.
I was that person. I trashed Andrew Garfield, and I'm sorry.
Not surprised.
It wasn't his fault.
You know what? Here I am. I'm apologizing. I
Okay.
was wrong.
Look at
Look,
Katie.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, Katie, I'm really, really proud of you. Look at
Same.
you.
You've
And I'm
grown
just-
so much.
you have
I will
really
never
grown.
forgive Tobey
Growth.
Maguire for that third one where he was possessed by
No.
Venom and it was the emo phase.
Apparently,
I will forgive Andrew Garfield. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Apparently,
really liked-
Sam Raimi like did a shit job on the third Spider-Man because like he had a whole different vision for what he wanted to do with Spider-Man 3, and Sony was like, "No, we don't want that." And Sam Raimi pretty much just had like a case of the F-its and just like
Yeah.
Ah.
Just phoned it
some
in
shit.
at that point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure looked like it.
He was like,
He
I got a 10 million.
But I
dollars
liked-
to it.
I liked the whole aspect of mature Spider-Man has come back to make sure that the new one doesn't make the same mistakes he made. And
Yeah.
That's good.
you know,
Yeah.
then you got Mr. Grieving Pants over here who
Right.
never got over it. And I don't want you to make my mistakes either. And
I love.
he was
the three of
definitely
them
gonna like,
talking.
I'm gonna Captain
Yes.
America crush you.
That
No, don't do
freaking
it.
pep
Also,
talk that they
Green
had
Goblin.
with each other.
when Andrew
Look.
Garfield's like, "I never had a black suit" or something like that. He
Right.
was like, "What the hell?"
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. When Tom Holland was holding like the thing up to like kill Green Goblin, I was like, "Do it, kill
Do it.
him."
Oh,
him.
I was saying, I was
Kill
like,
him
"Why
right
are you
now."
stopping him?" I was like, "Why are you stopping him? Let him
No,
do
100%.
I was like, Willem Dafoe already lied to you once.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
He
literally.
was like,
Go
oh
for it.
no, I'm not crazy. Just kidding. Ha ha.
It's like, did you see his
So
Oh,
he's
face? It's
crazy.
crazy.
and now?
Mm.
Do
Oh,
you
one
want
of
to see
the
it now, Patches?
Yeah,
Listen to
I
us.
might
We're
have.
like, we're all so
there's
giddy
so
about
there's
it.
Also,
so
it's
many
what-
great
hey,
like
I'll go
scenes
see it
between
with
the
you.
three of them.
Also, Doc Ock was the mild one.
I know, right?
Yo, Alfred
He's, like, the
Molina as
level-headed
Doc
one.
Ock was amazing. I was like,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
forgot how much I actually liked you in Spider-Man.
You know what? I
Yeah.
was like, interesting.
Honestly, I was really like, because I liked Jamie Foxx as Electro in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. I think he did a really good job. Like,
Mhm.
I felt like his character
He
was
did
kind
a
of
good
mild
job
though
for a shit
too.
role.
Very
Yes.
mild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely like mellowed him out and
Yeah,
everything.
they phoned that one in.
Super sad Sam
No, we're
Completely
talking
phoned that
about
one in.
like in this
In the new one.
version.
Oh,
He's
in
better.
this one.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
better.
they really
Yeah,
He's way funnier too.
Yeah,
He's
and
good.
just seeing
What
like,
he
just
says to
seeing
Andrew
the
at the end?
trailers.
Like what he says
What?
to Andrew at the end, right? Where he's like, "Oh, I thought you were, and he was like, "Oh, well, I'm sure there is out there." I really thought that was like a tease for like Miles Morales. So it's like, is this like when we're finally gonna get
I
like
also-
Miles
I thought that
Morales?
too.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought that
I
was
can't
her
wait
way
for
of
that new
dropping that.
movie to
Can we
come
swear
out.
on the show?
Yeah, go ahead.
We have
We already
been.
fucked up the multiverse like more than once.
Yeah,
Right, literally.
I mean, it's
Honestly.
anything's possible.
Right.
And
Right.
they're
And
like, you know
as
what? We
Doctor
just want to
Strange
start making
comes.
Spider-Man movies again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I mean, and this is the perfect time for Marvel just to make alternate, like realities
Yeah,
for
why not, right?
any of the other past or present, characters
We
that
like
they
money.
have. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, Chris Evans back as Johnny Storm.
Do you know,
Here
I
for it.
literally was thinking about that. I really honestly
You know,
think like in Deadpool or something, it would be like the perfect thing. Just like have him show up for like a hot
Just a-
second.
Which
cameo.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
should meet Deadpool?
That's all I want. I don't
Ooh.
want more like I don't need a series of movies. I don't need a whole movie as Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. I want that like perfect cameo, like you said.
Well,
but
wasn't
it's
that
like-
supposed to happen in the second Deadpool?
It was like Brad Pitt in Deadpool. It was the perfect cameo.
Yeah.
Done. It was perfect. You couldn't ask for a better one.
Which
I had
Spider-Man would
heard-
you want to meet Deadpool?
Which Spider-Man? Oh,
Which Spider-Man?
I think Tom Holland because he's got the better.
Same.
Yeah, because
You can keep
he's
up with him.
yeah, he's quicker. He's got a better, quicker delivery.
I would argue
It's
Tobey
more-
Maguire because I think it would be funnier.
The thing
Tobey
is,
Maguire is just so dry.
Because he's so
though.
serious
Yeah.
and so dry, and Deadpool's
Yeah.
not. That's why I would like it.
yeah, good point. Yeah, because he could just like bury Spider-Man in dialogue. Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
I feel
Okay.
like
I get
Deadpool
that
would look
too.
at Tom Holland's Spider-Man and be like, "Oh, I can't even curse in front of you. You're a child."
You know what?
Yeah.
yeah, but that's what Spider-Man's supposed to be.
Oh, Andrew Garfield, you killed your girlfriend?
Spider-Man
That sucks,
is
man.
the kid.
Oh, your girlfriend died? That's
Oh, your
sad.
girlfriend died? That sucks.
I mean,
What
but
about
I mean,
your
they
uncle?
can bond
Yeah.
over that though. I mean, his girlfriend also died, so
I
like,
got to be an
Oh, there you
X-Men
go.
that one time.
Right.
You don't even know what the Avengers are.
Oh, Katie, that was such
Oh,
a
that-
funny part in the
You got to
movie
go
where
to space? What?
right? It's like,
We
I'm part
can
of
call the
Avengers, and
Avengers.
they're like, "What's the Avengers?"
And I disappeared for 5 years.
I
Oh,
mean, it showed canon that in their universes that doesn't exist, and I'm like, oh shit, you guys don't have the
Right.
Avengers. Okay.
yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go eat lasagna. Unless, Tia, you had anything else that you wanted to talk about. I'm sure you didn't join the podcast so that you could talk about Rocky Horror Picture Show. But
I did listen. I did want to say really quick. I know you guys want to go eat lasagna, so I don't want to hold you up. I just want to say that my slight pet peeve is everyone making such a big deal about the Batman being clocking in at almost 3 hours, and everyone's praising it for it. And it's like, I'm excited for the Batman too. But when Endgame was coming out and it was literally 3 hours, people were like, how could they make it 3 hours? What am I gonna do?
You know
what if
what?
I have to
I was
pee?
so
Yeah,
excited.
3.5, as
Amen.
it turned out.
Amen.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so
I
that's
mean,
my
I
little
don't-
pet
I don't-
peeve with the Batman is that everyone's it's
It's gonna
pick
be
a
3
lane.
hours.
It's
Pick a
2:55.
lane, everyone. Pick a
Right.
lane.
Oh my
Either
God.
you're
Yeah.
mad at long.
Just pee before the movie,
you-
okay?
Just pee
Right.
before the movie.
That's what you had to do at Endgame.
Eat a lot of salty
Yeah.
popcorn.
I had to
dry
sit
your ass
and
out.
hold it for the last hour of Endgame. I think you'll be fine.
Right.
It just shows
Well-
me that certain people very, very, very much hate movies and only love DC because everyone was like, "Oh my God, Zack Snyder's shit is 4 hours. The Batman's nearly
Ew.
3 hours. We are eating good." And then it's like, "Hey, Endgame is 3 hours. What do you need it for be 3 hours for?"
Mhm.
What a
Because
bunch
they had a
of
lot of shit to
haters.
cover, okay?
Yeah, they had a lot
A lot
of loose
happened.
ends. Okay.
Now, I was completely opposite, and I will tell you that when they said Avengers was going to be 3 hours, I was
geeked.
I was so
not.
happy.
I was
was
planning
excited.
out my
I-
drinks for the day so
I-
I wouldn't have to pee.
I
I was like,
I
drink
am-
nothing all
I'm
day.
just like an anti 3 hour movie. I don't know. My attention span does
Well,
not
because
deal
Titanic
well.
ruined it for everyone.
Oh,
let's be
yeah,
honest.
yeah,
I
yeah.
still
Shut
haven't
up.
watched Titanic because of that. I was like, what? Wait
Well,
a
I
second.
mean,
what
it has a
happened?
built-in
I was
intermission.
like,
You know
wait.
what happens. so, I
Yeah,
mean-
spoiler alert, the shit fucking sinks.
Spoiler: the shit breaks in half and everybody dies.
Romantic
Right.
car scene.
Don't.
I'm
You
the
don't
guy
even
on
get
the
to
door.
see anything.
You see
Okay.
a hand.
She
You see a
throws
hand
the
on a steamy-
the stone
whatever.
in the end.
Oh, but I'll watch 10 seasons or 10 episodes of hour-long episodes of Bridgerton back to back.
Right.
Are you
And
talking?
you guys are complaining
Because
about a
you're
3-hour
the one
movie.
who told me to watch Bridgerton.
It was sexy.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it was good.
It's gonna be very uncomfortable at
Season two's
Christmas
coming
dinner.
soon.
We're all
I know. I can't wait for season 2.
Hey,
Season
but
2 of
see, I-
Bridgerton's coming out next month, guys.
Hang on
Yeah,
a sec.
I'm
I
booked.
just, guys, can I just say about the Batman? It made me want to see it less.
Really?
I was not super excited about this movie anyway. The trailers have made me a little more interested in it, but when they said it was going to be 3 hours, I'm like, well, you're probably not getting me to the theater for that. I
Well,
am
like-
not praising you for that.
Like I'm excited. I'm excited for it, but it's like it's an origin like movie. Why does it need to?
He
Or
gets
not
to kill his
origin-
parents for an hour.
Right. Well, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about a sparkly Batman. I mean, I'm just saying.
He's not gonna sparkle.
I'm
Let me go
just
out on a limb here.
saying.
Have you watched the trailer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen all the trailers.
I think it looks good.
Thought it looked
All right,
good.
I'm sorry, broody members only jacket wearing emo
Okay.
Robert Pattinson.
You know
Bruce
what? I'm
Wayne.
here for
Go
it.
off,
I
Patches,
don't-
go off.
I mean, come on, dude. I'm just waiting for him to put on a little freaking glitter and have gold eyes.
Okay,
I mean,
if
for
Batman
God's
had
sake.
gold
sake.
eyes, let him.
I mean, my God,
I gotta
dude.
say, I thought the trailer made me more interested in it because I was like, you know what?
Yes.
It looks
Yes.
as if I expect Bruce Wayne to look. He looks like a piece of shit that's a rich dude that has no fashion sense that looks like he rolled out of a garbage can at all times.
Yeah, just a giant douche
That's
that has
how
no
I imagine
responsibilities.
Bruce Wayne
Yes,
to
I
be.
get that.
So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I just.
But are you
I just don't like
going-
Robert
Are
Pattinson.
I'll
you
wait for
gonna
it to
go
come out on
into
HBO
it
Max.
knowing it's 3 hours of that Batman?
I don't look at
No.
movies for runtimes. I just go to them. Okay.
I felt that.
Well, I would have to
I'm
go
not
to a
looking at it like,
matinee.
if only
Then I'm
it
gonna
were
go to a matinee,
2:45
not
instead
at
of
night.
2:55.
Hang on just a sec. Go ahead, Tia.
No, I was just gonna say then I would go to like a matinee instead of like a nighttime. If it's gonna be nearly
Yeah.
3 hours,
Right.
I don't
right.
want to get home at like 10 o'clock at night. So
No.
See, I've never looked at a movie runtime. Like, I just don't care. However long the movie needs
Yeah.
to be, but I'm not looking at it like 2:45. That's a bit long for
Yeah.
my taste.
Like if I'm
I don't
interested in it, I'll watch it.
If I don't know, I don't care. But it's like
Yeah, and-
it's like a mental.
I even
thing.
know and
Well,
I don't
yeah,
care.
exactly, and that's the thing. I think you actually hit on it perfectly. I've never looked at runtimes for movies ever.
Also, when's
right?
the last time a movie told me its runtime before it came out?
Because
Right.
because
Because
whenever it's
frickin'
3
social
hours,
media,
the last
man.
one was
like, it's
Endgame.
3
Was they told
hours.
me the
Who cares?
runtime? That was
Right.
the last one. Was Endgame.
Hold your
Right.
pee and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Just don't
But
get
if
any
it's a
ices.
movie, but I think when people start talking about the runtime, and if it's a movie that you're on the fence
Yeah.
about, then you're going to be less inclined to go see
That's
it.
me and the Batman. So
Yeah.
I went from like they announced they were doing this. Robert Pattinson's going to be the Batman. Oh, it's fine. I don't really care about it. They put trailers out. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll go see the Batman. And then they're like, it's going to be 3 hours. And I'm like, nope, you just lost me. you
won't-
had me at the trailers. You lost me at
Well,
the
it's gonna
runtime.
come out on HBO Max, so don't even worry about it. You
Right.
can
Is it
watch
going to come out?
Do you
on-
feel different
I'm
about
sure it will.
streaming 3-hour movies?
Yeah,
No.
'cause
Yeah,
then I
because you
can
can
pause
pause.
it.
Yeah, you
Theater?
can pause.
Yeah, you
and
can
go and
pause
be
them,
like,
get up
"All right,
and
cool.
stretch, go pee.
Oh,
You know,
DoorDash
get
is
some
here.
snacks. Right.
Ding
You
dong.
know?
You can't do that at the theater, and you
Yeah.
pay a lot of money to go to the theater, Katie. So
Yeah.
I'm
I go to Flick's
accepting
Brew
it.
House and I eat my dinner while I'm there.
you can go
You're
to
so
Alamo.
fancy.
You can
Yeah,
go
it's
to
like
the
that.
Alamo. So,
Word.
just saying. That was my spiel about the Batman.
That's
Thank
Tia's
you.
hot
I
take.
vibe with that.
Thank you. That is Tia from Geeks from Papa. I'm sorry, I'm just
From
really
that
thinking
podcast
about
that we talk
lasagna
to
now.
sometimes.
That is Tia with Geek Vibes Nation. Where are all the places we can find you, Tia? I want your home address.
Me too. I want
You
to
want
send
my
you a
home
Christmas
address?
card.
Don't worry,
well,
nobody's listening.
That
anyways.
I love.
You can find
I will
me
definitely
on
send you my-
PayPal and GoFundMe.
Yeah. I will give you my Cash App. But yeah, I mean, you can find me on Twitter at TC_Stark. And then geekvibesnation.com has links to all of our social media pages. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and everything and everywhere. We are on YouTube. Geek Vibes Podcast is our official YouTube page. And we are growing in numbers, which I'm so happy about.
Yeah.
And I'm just so happy to be here with you guys. Thank you so much again for inviting me.
Same
We're happy to
here.
have you.
All
She's
right.
so nice. We don't say that
everybody
anymore.
Say,
We need someone else here to keep us calm.
Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Well,
all right,
I hope that you
Merry
all enjoy your
Christmas.
lasagna.
Merry
Oh, yeah.
January
Thank
Christmas.
you so much.
Merry January, miss.
Happy Earth Day.
Yeah.
Join the Nerdy Girls Podcast.
The Kinda Nerdy Girls is produced by our wonderful patrons like Leanne, Kayla Allen, Michelle Hamilton, Samantha Miller, Clay Swain, Aaron Miller, and music is provided by Paul Miller. That's a lot of Millers. If you'd like to be a producer of our show, all you have to do is throw a few bucks our way on Patreon to help us keep the show going. Look for the Kinda Nerdy Girls on Patreon or go to kindanerdynetwork.com where you can also find our merch. I'm KJ. Thanks so much for listening. Stay kinda nerdy.